This is Omkar from MRO Business Today, and today we have Joe DePaoli from HECO with us. So what strategies has the HECO group used to remain a step ahead of the rest in the industry that requires high attention towards technology?
Well, look, HECO has basically two divisions, right? One is electronic technologies, the other is the flight support group. Take that question and flip it around. I think the rest of the industry has to kind of keep up with HECO, right? And our electronic technologies group, as evidence from yesterday's presentation, we have space hardware, a James Webb Space Telescope, and many of the rovers that are up on Mars, right? And our flight support group, we come up with innovative repairs, the repair components that other companies cannot accomplish. I think in a big sense, HECO actually sets the paradigm when it comes to technology in the industry, both electronic technologies and also our flight support group.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. How does the HECO Flight Support Group keep up with the challenges that come up with the changing FAA and other regulations?
That's another interesting question. Actually, if you look at the FAA regulations, HECO doesn't sit back and wait for some regulation to come down the pike, right? Since I've worked for HECO for 30 years, right, we've always had close communications with the FAA. Matter of fact, at our Hollywood office, we have ODA, Organization Designation Authorization. So we have the FAA administrator on site who's in constant communication with the FAA. So from the beginning of time, HECO has always worked closely with the FAA to actually set the regulations, right, for the industry to make it really safer for everyone.
So if I supplement a question in the Indian context, have the Indian authorities been cooperative?
Well, when it comes to our business today, or this conference, I was talking about FAA, PMA, and also repair, right? Repair solutions. Those are already set in place. The DGCA and the FAA have working procedures, right, in a bilateral agreement. So all the products and repairs that we can offer the Indian market are completely acceptable. So there's been no issues at all with the DGCA.
With the new efforts that are being made by the Indian government to establish India rather as a hub for the aviation MRO, what potential do you see?
Oh, I see a lot of potential, right? So I've been doing HECO business for Asia Pacific for 30 years, like I mentioned, right? I see a lot of similarities with China. Right? What's happening here in India? We're making a turn here in India in this whole aviation sector. There's so many aircraft, right? Air India purchased 470 airplanes 3 weeks ago. I mean, there's many more to come, right? There's 1.4 billion people here. India is a large country geographically, right? You're going to need a large aviation sector to keep the people flying in the places they want to go. The MRO business is kind of lagging behind right now in India, but I see it moving ahead, similar to what I've seen it take place in China. So you're going to see a lot more shops here, right? Both accessories, avionics, and otherwise, that you don't really see right now. So, HECO sees this as a very important, a very big market, and that's why we're spending time here. We want to have some presence.
Any immediate challenges that the Indian market should look into?
Well, it kind of goes back to what you just said, right? I don't think there's enough MRO capability here really help sustain the number of aircraft that are coming. Pretty much everything's got to be outsourced. So I think that India is probably going to have some teething pains on that to be able to do all the MRO repair and maintenance work that's going to be necessary to take care of all these aircraft.
Thank you very much. It will be all.